Hi everyone, I'm going to start the session now. I'm excited to see all of you here today from the different countries. I can see some from India as well, from Southeast Asia. The reason I organized this session is not just for you, but also for myself. So this is going to be my first time at Drupa, and with its full 10 days, it can be really overwhelming. Some of you might be Drupa experts, but it has been 8 years since the last event, and there are probably many newcomers as well, like me. So I wanted to find the best person to talk about Drupa, and today we are just so lucky to have the director of Drupa herself here with us. So with a wealth of experience spanning decades in international trade fair businesses, Sabine brings unparalleled expertise to the Drupa event today. So let's listen to what she has to say about this amazing event. Please join me in welcoming Sabine Geldermann. Welcome, Sabine.
Thank you very much, Amy, for such a nice introduction and a very warm welcome on behalf of Drupa from Düsseldorf in Germany. And good morning, everybody. I'm very happy and it's a great pleasure joining you today for sharing the current development of Drupa. So as you can imagine, today in 3 weeks, we're going to open our doors. So the excitement is increasing day by day. The momentum is building up, and I think the whole world is getting prepared for Drupa. So before sharing some more facts and figures about Drupa, Amy will later on just share her first slides and as well a video, an image trailer that we prepared for Drupa that we have already shown at many of our conferences that we launched already since September last year in order to activate visitor potential for Drupa and to encourage and to invite again the worldwide print and packaging community to join us. And this footage material, or the whole trailer, has been taken with some footage material from Drupa 2016, as you will see on later. On the other side, we certainly have refreshed the content because everybody is very much focusing on global megatrends and their impact on our industry, not only since the pandemic has more and more pushed ongoing digitalization, but many more global trends such as artificial intelligence, automation, connectivity, platform economy, and so many more. They are just already have impacted our industry, and they will do so much more intensively in the near future. So Amy, I would like and ask you please to share the first slide and then, let's say start our image trailer. So thank you very much, Amy. I hope you enjoyed, and as you might have taken as capture, sustainability and artificial intelligence and circular economy will certainly play a major role as well at Drupa. And so now I'm going to share my screen and just make sure to share some more details about the current development of Drupa. So I hope you can see my screen. Amy, I think it's fine, huh?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's have a look at the current status quo up to the top 10 countries so far that registered for Drupa. So we are very proud that we are having 1,660 companies roughly being confirmed as exhibitors, representing 52 nations. And if we're looking at the nations at a top 10 level, one thing for sure, Europe is going to be again the strongest continent so far, with 375 German companies being on the exhibitor side, followed by strong, let's say, machinery and supplier nations like Italy, like the UK, like the Netherlands, Turkey, and even Spain. However, on the other side, we are observing as well an increase in terms of international participation, which is currently already at 77% when it comes up to the exhibitor side. So China, as a major market as well in the print and packaging industry, will be represented with more than 400 companies. And interesting enough as well, India doubled the, let's say, participation. So the reference show is still 2016, even though when we had to cancel Drupa 2020, we were more or less at the same status quo only a few weeks prior to opening Drupa. But still amazing to see that big, let's say, print nations and certainly as well populations, growing populations like China and India with more than 1.4 billion inhabitants and a strong industry and increasing as well, let's say, figures in terms of economic indicators are very well presented. Furthermore, the US as well, with 56 companies coming from the US, I think we have again very strongly underlined that Düsseldorf and Drupa is going to be, again, the world community that is going to gather very soon in 3 weeks in Düsseldorf. And again, it's amazing to see more than 52 countries on the exhibitor side. That's more or less roughly the same than in 2016. And given that, we are quite happy about that status quo. So we are occupying the whole fairground. Some of you might know that perspective, just looking on our fairgrounds. And so that's, again, a very positive development. And if we look now at the comparison top 10 companies by net space occupied, it's nearly a similar picture. However, we can see that Germany occupies more than 40,000 square meters net. And that again underlines as well the sizes of every single booth. That's really amazing. Followed by China, by Italy, the Netherlands, strong European countries like Switzerland, the UK, and again India, Japan, the US, and Spain. However, there's some, let's name it like this, interpretation needed, because if you show that chart to a Japanese company being at Drupa, they are certainly always very surprised, because in reality, Japan ranks number 2 or number 3. However, as many of our big Japanese customers like Canon, like Fuji, like Komori, Ricoh, Epson, and so many more, mostly register via their European subsidiaries, there's a little irritation in the statistics. So in total, we are looking at more than 20,000 square meters net occupied as well by these huge Japanese companies. And given that, I just wanted to underline that if you look from a headquarter perspective, what we are not doing here in Germany for every single other trade fair as well, Japan would be ranked much higher. And so that's certainly, I wanted to underline that and mention that as well while having a look at the statistics. So we're getting close, or we are just now exceeding 140,000 square meters net. Again, I think a very, let's say, positive development, given the fact that our industry has seen a huge transformation already since many years, not only encouraged as well by the pandemic, but in general, Drupa will be the reflection of the global print market. And if you go on our website, for example, and select via the major product categories, it becomes crystal clear that packaging production and converting is now the leading category. And this hasn't been the case for Drupa 2020 and 2016. So again, as we are the mirror of the global market, this is certainly underlining the fact that many of our key players and customers are now shifting from classical commercial print applications as well towards industrial print applications. And I think you will discover that in every single hall. Let me just mention that we had 4 weeks ago our pre-Drupa media conference here in Düsseldorf with major players from Japan, from the US, from Europe. And again, there was not one single presentation during these press conferences that didn't focus as well on certainly as well commercial print, but a major focus as well on packaging production alongside the entire value chain. And I think that's very interesting to observe. So let me just focus now on the hall layout or on our fairground. As I just said, we are occupying the overall fairground, and it's, I think, much more interesting to go on the interactive hall plan on our website, because then you can dive much deeper into every single hall, companies, their product profiles, their, let's say, history, their highlights that they will focus on, personal contacts. You can either just make appointments and so many more functionalities that we are offering on our website. But let me just dive a little bit through the halls, just in order to make sure you understand the importance of big players as well as focal themes by halls. So if we start, let's say, with big players having their headquarters in Germany, it's again amazing to see that in Hall 1, Heidelberg and EST Metz, Colbus, Müller-Martini are again quite busy even today during construction, followed by big players in Hall 3, if it's Kurz, if it's Heliograph, Matthews, TKM. Hall 4 with paper focus and material focus. Hall 5, Epson, Eco, Kodak, and Skodix, again, let's say major players that have been on board already since such a long time, and it continues. Interesting enough, halls number 8A and number 8B have a very strong focus on our Japanese key accounts, as you can tell. So Canon, Kyocera, Ricoh Screen, big Japanese players, only a few that will occupy the entire hall number 8A. Amazing stands, exceeding more than 1,000 square meters. Total of Canon is even 3,500 square meters. So they are really building outstanding presentations. Hall 8B, the same thing. You have Fujifilm, Konica Minolta, and as well other players from Europe, like Esco being so important, and DuPont. And it continues with hall number 9, 10, 11, that by tradition had a strong focus as well on packaging production, with companies in industrial print as well. So EFI from Israel, Hycon and Landa, they are already in the middle of construction right now. And again, a big Japanese brand like Mimaki. And it continues in hall number 10 with Bobst, the Spanish Comexi partner, Uteco, Sycon from Belgium being a very strong partner in packaging production, and so many more. Hall 13 is again the used machinery area. Hall 14 as well, a place where we have many Italian companies, where we have the Touchpoint Sustainability, where we have the big brand Henkel. And then we're coming to halls number 15, 16, and 17. So 15, another big Japanese player like Komori, Ferrac from Switzerland, the Postpress Alliance, and the world-leading company in flexible packaging, Windmöller und Hölscher. And then again, followed by hall number 16 with Koenig & Bauer, Durst, Manroland, and again, Ryobi from Japan. And our biggest exhibitor again since 2016, allocated in hall number 17, is HP. So it's, a great appreciation that we feel right now, seeing them already so busy in hall number 17 during construction. And they are roughly getting close to 6,000 square meters total space occupied. And I think everybody will expect another firework of product launches, technology trends, and an amazing as well presence in that dedicated hall. And last but not least, I want to mention certainly as well hall number 70, which is a hall where we have fully occupied our special forum Drupa Next Age, short DNA. That's the hall where we're focusing on one side on traditional companies being strong in software, but as well in cutting edge technologies. We have a total of 13 startup companies as well being allocated in that hall. We have as well a stage and an amazing conference program. I will focus on that a little bit later. And again, I can only encourage and invite you. Here is the link to go on the website. I just try to connect. However, it is here obviously not working, but please have a look on our website, go on the interactive hall plan, and make sure to dive much deeper into each and every single hall, as well as dedicated forum and special areas that we are offering for you. And now let's over our dedicated special forums. So next to outstanding performances that our customers on the exhibitor side will already share and are getting prepared for, we as Drupa have as well established 5 special forums with a very inspiring conference program, and even exhibitors getting engaged, and as well young talents and universities. So first of all, the Drupa Cube, which is the major stage in hall number 6. Drupa Next Age, what I just mentioned, is the Drupa Trend Forum in hall number 7. The Touchpoint Packaging, allocated in hall number 3. The Touchpoint Textile, which is allocated in hall number 4. And the Touchpoint Sustainability, allocated in hall number 14. And let's have a shorter look as well regarding these special forums. So the Drupa Cube is going to be the major stage during 11 days. So it's following again the tagline, engage, educate, and entertain. And we are working with a British organizer that is in charge and responsible for the overall program. So you can experience a total of 50 different sessions. If it's fireshed talks, if it's panels, keynotes, we have a total of 5 keynotes, business boosters, brand stories, and so many more. And let me just try to go on the website in order to give you a first impression about what is happening. So as content and as knowledge transfer became more and more important in times of continuous change, we are very happy and pleased to share with you that we're having 5 keynote speakers. And again, the whole program is available on the website. So we're having Vicky Price, who is as well joining us for the opening today in 3 weeks in the Drupa Cube with a very inspiring keynote about global economics and business research. We're having Rory Sutherland, the vice chairman from Ogilvy. We are having Mark Meslin, the professor from Earth Systems, that is as well focusing on sustainability. We have James Loudon, a real expert when it comes up to Southeast Asia Pacific, and Kelvin Lacan, the doctor at York University in Toronto, and many more really exciting, speakers from HP Indigo, from Epson, from Mimaki, as you can see, even from Alibaba, one of the most successful platforms all over the world when it comes up to e-commerce, and so many more to share. So please make sure to go on the website in order to dive deeper as well into each and every single speaker, themes and topics. And we as well very happy and pleased to have Noam Silverstein from HP at a very interesting session with the title Unleashing the Power of Digital Printing, and so many more you can explore from a global perspective. So again, that's certainly one of the, places to attend. 50 sessions in total, starting in the morning until the afternoon. It's all free of charge and covered with your entrance tickets. And make sure to get excited and to plan your visit accordingly. So the next very important special forum is the Touchpoint Sustainability. It's organized together with our association partner, the VDMA. And needless to mention, we are focusing with a total of 100 different sessions on circular economy, on design for recycling, on material compliance, on reducing the carbon footprint, and so many more, even cases. So a total of 30 cases will be shown on this 400 square meter dedicated forum, and as well a very exciting program. And again, let me just spend a little bit of time on the website and on the partner side that you can expect at this dedicated forum. So we're talking about best practices, about future trends, and here you can see partners that are already confirmed alongside the entire value chain. If we're talking about paper, if we're talking about production, if we're talking about materials. So as you can tell, HP is involved, but many more other famous brands as well from the exhibitor side, if it's Bobst, if it's Cabot, if it's Komori, König and Bauer, Müller-Martini, Mosca, Stora Enso, Tesa. So again, I unfortunately will not have the time to go into each and every single session, but let me just share with you a short overview about what is going to happen. So we have a panel on sustainabilities, on enabler of sustainability. We're having so many more things to discover. And again, just simply go on the website and make sure to go deeper into the program and to make sure to pass by. This dedicated forum is allocated in hall number 14. So the next special forum is the Touchpoint Packaging. It has been organized for the very first time at Drupa 2016. And we're working together with the European Brand and Packaging Design Association, a long-term and very highly respected partner, and others like the Retail Institute in Europe, focusing on consumer trends and habits that are impacting as well the print and packaging industry. We're working with Mintel, a UK-based research company focusing as well on design and trends. We're working with young talents, with the University of the Fine Arts in Milan. They have been already involved at Drupa 2016, and we are very proud that they are engaging together with partners from Touchpoint Packaging in order to develop smart and very visionary solutions alongside the entire packaging value chain. If we're talking about folding carton, about labels, about corrugated, about flexible packaging, it's certainly the place to be when you want to understand much more about brands, about their requirements, and about, again, global megatrends that are impacting the industry, such as new ecology and so many more. So we are just focusing there on connectivity, on localization, on consumer minds, and very important on regulations, because one thing for sure, the EU will increase regulations, and it's no longer an option to focus on sustainability or on circular economy, but it's an obligation. And many of our trend forums and about our conference areas will certainly as well have experts on stage that will talk about how you can manage and how you can deal and solve questions that brands at the end of the day will raise, and they require much more in the future. And as well, the end consumer. At the end of the day, starting in Europe, but as well in mature markets, I think the whole world will have to focus much more intensively on that topic and have it on the agenda. And let me just share again with you partners of Touchpoint Packaging. Quite amazing. Again, HP is a very loyal and a very, let's say, truly engaging partner. But next to that as well, König and Bauer, Heidelberg, Esco, Mondi, Actega, X-Rite, Pantone, Landa, and media partners are involved and engaged. And they are really sharing a very exciting program at the Touchpoint Packaging. The conference topics will be available as well on the program site. And so if you just go on the website, you are able to select the event and you say, okay, you would like to go to Touchpoint Packaging. And then you will get all the sessions by day, starting on the first show day, and you can see titles, you can dive deeper into it and just make sure you understand much more about the session and the starting point. So every indication here will guide you through the best possible way to get prepared. So I think that's quite helpful, and that will show you the overall program that you can explore at Touchpoint packaging. And by the way, we are even organizing a tour for brand owners with the EPDA, because we're expecting many more than at previous editions. And our association partner, the EPDA, already is finalizing the tour around the overall fairground in order to make sure to guide let's say brands to the right direction and to make sure that they get a much deeper insight onto each and every single booth. So, and we're going on with very exciting special forums. So Drupa Next Age, as I said in the beginning and introduction already, is the place to be when it comes up to inspiring content on a stage. That is as well sharing program during 11 days. It's about new materials, about advanced manufacturing, about young talents being involved. We're having universities being on the exhibitor side, we're having institutions, and we even have a 2-day dedicated summit focusing on imaging with a partner called New Sea, a publisher based in Germany that is very strong in quality imaging. And so that's going to happen as well at Drupa Next Age. And let me just share as well the overview about partners. And as I just said, the imaging summit and more information that will follow. So already today, our partners, Frank Tückmantel, he is known by many of the industry. He has been a long time with EFI, and Deborah Korn from the US. You can see her on this, let's say, impression. So they are in charge for organizing the overall conference program. They already have shared a lot of videos that you might be interested to watch prior to Drupa in order to get inspired. And so that's as well a place to be when it comes up to young talents and cutting edge technologies. So that is allocated in hall number 70. And last but not least, the Touchpoint Textiles. So this forum is organized together with the Denkendorf Institutes for Fiber Research. It was supposed to be held for the very first time at Drupa 2020, and then unfortunately the pandemic hit us. So again, it's a 400 square meter area where we will build up a truly and fully digital micro factory from simulation towards an end product that we will hand out to our visitors. And we are very proud that we have very inspiring content partners and operational partners. So next to the DITF, we have Assist and Midwill, Keyshot and Zünd when it comes up to virtual reality simulation and cutting systems. We have the company Kurz when it comes up to embellishment. We're having Brother on board for fabrication, DGen and Multiplot partners that are focusing as well on simulation. We have Berger Textile, who is a sponsor of our textile materials, and VD, which is a German-based outdoor brand, strongly focusing as well on sustainability. And they are all getting engaged during 11 days alongside the textile microfactory. And furthermore, we have launched in September a contest with design universities and schools, and the winners of that contest are invited to come to Drupa, and there will be the nomination of the, let's say, the winner teams. And again, you can already have an overview about the beautiful set of cases that they have developed for a racing T-shirt. And that's really outstanding. And we loved to engage with young talents and schools and universities in order to make sure to show the potential of our industry, specifically when it comes up to industrial applications. And let me just as well share my screen in order to provide a short overview about textile design talents, as you can see. So you can learn much more about the contest on our website, and about the beautiful results they have shared. You can learn more about the textile microfactory, and again, regarding partners, as I said, the DITF and ESMA, another long-term and very highly valued association partners is on board, and our sponsors. And make sure just simply to go deeper and to dive deeper into that special forum as well. And so, with this visitors from all over the world. And so in order to make sure that our exhibitors will meet again highly relevant contacts when it comes up to decision makers and executives, we traveled the world together with our association partners, specifically as well in emerging markets in Asia and South Asia Pacific. And we did that specifically with a group of exhibitors in order to make sure that we again interacting and engaging face to face. And it has been amazing to see how much participants did value that we organized panels on sustainability topics or circular economy, panels on ongoing digitalization, and spent several hours per day in order to make sure that people are getting excited for Drupa and that we are underlining again the relevance of our industry on a global scale. And that was a total of roughly 30 conferences we did and organized. We started in September last year. We started in South Asia Pacific, as I said, then we went to Latin America, and we continued in Europe, even in the Middle East area, and had very positive results. And it was great to see how many ambassadors and very committed partners have been engaged in panels. If it's journalists, media partners, association partners, they are now all organizing their delegations. And with the help of our worldwide partners, our reps that are getting engaged, we are now getting a very positive result. More than 160 countries are already confirmed on the visitor side, and that again truly underlines the international, let's say, value of Drupa. So only a few impressions of the conferences that we organized. We had an average, sometimes several hundred participants when we were co-located with association, let's say, events or even conferences. As you can tell, that has been in Sao Paulo. We have been in India. It was really exciting to see the outstanding engagement. And again, I think the world is getting prepared for Drupa. On the other side, it was excellent to see that given the huge participation from the media side, that they shared right away from conferences in their local languages content about exhibitors that shared their highlights or even in general about Drupa. So that was, I think, a very good initiative and a huge investment when it comes up to marketing Drupa all over the world. And so next to the, let's say, strong focus on knowledge transfer, we are as well preparing a social program, because after long and intensive show days, everybody is looking forward to mingle with colleagues, friends, and peers. And we are just organizing a huge framework program that is happening during the 11 days. So only a few events to mention. Again, we are just organizing a dedicated event for the press and media partners from all over the world. We're having global association receptions. So far, roughly 30 delegations are already confirmed, and they usually get a reception, and we just provide some more insights while they are entering the fairground in order to make sure that they get orientation and navigation. We are working with universities. We are again having our Drupa Award together with a university based in Düsseldorf. We're having our exhibitor party on Saturday, the 1st of June, and so many more delegations to come, and even nation days. So having an India Day, a Japan Day, an Egypt Day, a China Day, just out of appreciation for the huge participation that we're expecting for Drupa. And how can you get best prepared? As I already said, and as I already shared on the website, it's certainly recommended that you follow us on our blog, in newsletters, that you download the Drupa app, that you have a look at our event database and at the interactive hall plan, because that simply allows you, as I said, to go much deeper into each and every single exhibitor. Even though it sounds a long time, 11 days, we can only recommend to get in touch early enough to make your appointments, because exhibitors will be busy And to be very efficient during your visit, just simply make sure that you select the companies of your choice and get in touch early enough. That simply allows you to have a more smoother stay at Drupa. And social media, yes, we are just spreading the news on a daily level via LinkedIn, via Facebook, and many more channels that we are using. And we're even offering a matchmaking tool that already has been in charge for Drupa 2016 and was supposed to be at Drupa 2020. It's like a social-based platform that allows you to enter your profile and your points of interest. And on the other side, the system, with the help of AI, will automatically suggest exhibitor partners that might not be on the agenda so far of your calendar, but that could be of interest. So again, we're really trying the best with digital tools to get you prepared, to support you prior to your visit in order to plan an efficient part and in order to make sure that you're as well getting best navigation during Drupa. So the ticket shop is open already since some months, and it's exciting to see on a daily basis, as I just said, that so many visitors from all over the world already registered, and I think we are getting close to welcoming again nearly visitors from every single continent so far, and we're looking forward to seeing them again face to face at Drupa. Very short about global portfolio. As many of you know, next to Drupa, we are organizing as well on a global scale other very important trade fairs in markets with a high potential. So in 2024, we are still organizing PACprint Plus Philippines. It's an event that has been already established since a long time. It's taking place from October 10th to 12th in Manila. We're doing that as well together with our local partner, and it's a yearly event, and some of you might already have visited or participated as an exhibitor. So it's enriching our portfolio and creating a lot of positive synergy effects when it comes up to recruiting visitor potential for Drupa, but on the other side as well, opening up new business potentials for our customers. Then the year 2025, we continuing with a highly valued show, PACprint International Cortec Asia in Bangkok. It's a biannual show taking place from 17th of September to 20th in Bangkok, together with our subsidiary Messe Düsseldorf Asia and colleagues from abroad. So we are already getting prepared as well for that event next year. And we are looking forward to that exciting event taking place in a powerhouse region like Thailand. Furthermore, we are as well having an established event in the Maghreb region, the Print Pack Alger, taking place again next year. It took place just recently in Algiers and will take place again next February 2025. And followed by Print and Digital Convention. That is a congress event, a 2-day event that we're organizing on a yearly basis here on our fairgrounds in Düsseldorf, together with an association partner, as well as strongly focusing on digital solutions and knowledge transfer. So just to let you know that further information, if you might require, is available as well on our website when you go onto Drupa Global, and our relevant trade fairs being covered in that portfolio. Last but not least, impressive. By that, I would like to end with my presentations in order to make sure that we are again providing a great hospitality program together with partners from the hotellerie, gastronomy, and from retail. So they certainly would like to underline that they are all waiting for our global community to join the city, and they are going to offer exciting programs during the day, during the night, on the weekend, whatever is fine for you and fits for you. And all that will be shared as well on our website. So again, after long and intensive show days, it's time to relax in Old Town or in the Harbor region, and to meet your colleagues, friends, and peers. And the social side of a trade fair is as well very important. And so we are very much looking forward to offering a great program during the entire Drupa event. So I'm already at the end of my presentation, and I hope you have taken some valuable content. I hope you enjoyed, and certainly, I would like to express again, my appreciation that you spent the time with me, with us, with Amy and Dscoop. It's a very valuable partner. We're looking forward to welcoming a huge, team from the Dscoop side. As I just already shared, Dscoop is part of our conference program, and we're inviting and encouraging you to get prepared for Drupa. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Sabine. Wow, that's a lot of information to absorb. I have one question at the moment on the chat. So everyone, if you have any burning questions, this is the opportunity right now for you to either unmute your microphone, speak and ask your question, or feel free to also type your questions at the chat box on your right. Now let me just read that one and only question that's there. Sabine, is there free train or tram for this time Drupa?
So unfortunately, no. We stopped that during the pandemic as it has been a huge investment. And but we are offering excellent opportunities on the website as well, next to the ticket shop, in order to buy your ticket for public transportation. And I think we have found very attractive packages as well for our worldwide, participants.
Okay. I have another question here. Are there special tickets for university students?
Yes, absolutely. Students and universities can get in touch with us. So we are offering reduced ticket prices, even for group members. It's always depending as well on the number of attendees, and we are happy to serve them and to help them, because we think it's so important to encourage young talents to join in order to understand what the industry is offering, because there is certainly a lack of skilled workers. And in some mature markets, we're seeing a lot of, workers going out of the market, or even, looking for new opportunities. And I think that's an excellent opportunity to meet, your company of the future or your employee of the future. And I think some of the biggest players alongside, if it's a mid-sized company or stock exchange listed company, they will all, I think, focus as well on recruiting opportunities. And so it's an excellent place to connect and to build up your network as a youngster, as a student, you name it.
How can they contact for the tickets?
They simply can either use the email contact that is mentioned on the website, or they can even redirect to me, and I will just make sure that the colleagues will get the relevant information and reconnect again with the university or the student.
Okay, sounds good. Another question here from Thomas. Sabine, can you please say some words about the guided tours during Drupa?
Yes, absolutely. So we have several guided tours we are offering, and you can tell that as well on the website. Guided tours that are organized by our association partner, the FMP, that's the Association for Media Production. So they are organizing a total of 9 different guided tours, always starting in hall number 3 on their booth, because that's the starting point is the booth of the Print and Digital Convention. And depending on whatever you select, on whatever theme and topic of these 9 guided tours, they will just guide you to a selected part of exhibitors in order to make sure you get the deepest insight you can get with a good moderation part. So if it's high speed inkjet, if it's interior decoration, if it's packaging decoration, you name it. The whole overview will be there for you while you're buying a ticket. Once you're buying the ticket and confirming, you get automatically a suggestion of would you like or would you be interested as well in buying the following guided tour. So that's all available on the website, and we can only recommend to get in touch. Usually each group will not cover more than 20 people, otherwise it's getting too big. They will all get headsets, making sure that you already get introductions while you were walking from one booth to the next one. I think that's really very professionally organized. And furthermore, we have that tour for brand owners. There again, it's recommended to get in touch with me, with us, my team, because they are organized by the European Brand and Packaging Design Association, and again starting from their booth and guiding as well brand owners alongside to selected exhibitors. And furthermore, some of our reps worldwide, they are as well organizing guided tours. For example, the team from Tokyo, my colleague Masahiro. So just in case, I don't know if there are some participants from Japan today in our session, but they will make sure to have guided tours in Japanese for Drupa. And many more other, if it's a chamber of commerce that are very often representing us in Latin America, they are as well organizing their dedicated guided tour in Spanish to make sure that they are really getting the point on each and every single booth. So there's a lot happening in order to make sure that participants get the right navigation and guidance.
Wow, that's great. That's great information. Now, everyone, I think I'll just take one last question. Don't be shy. You can ask Sabine anything. Don't hesitate to ask your questions. Well, while some of you might be thinking about the questions, I would like to highlight as well that Dscoop is also having a space in the Drupa Cube, and it is on the 30th of, let me share my screen real quickly. And it is on the 30th and also the 3rd. Same time, 3 to 5 p.m. This is where we are actually engaging some of the printers, the owners themselves, to be on stage to share about their experience, their success stories, and more. So please come over to Hall 6 on these 2 different dates, Friday and Monday, 3 to 5 p.m. There's also other activities as well on top of that. There's Q&A sessions, there's interactive group session as well during this time. So please join us. I'll be there. Eugenia will be there as well. Yeah. Anything else, everyone? No more questions? Okay, I close the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now if you need to see all of the links that Sabine had just shared on her slide, Eugenia, I've already put that all in the chat box. So after this meeting, you will still have access to all of these links on our platform under the messages tab there. So thank you very much, Sabine, for your insightful thought. It has been wonderful to have you here with us today. I just want to extend again a big thank you to everyone for joining us. Your presence really made this event special to me. So as we wrap up, I also want to ask lastly for your help. After this meeting, I will send over a survey. So please fill up that survey. Your feedback will also guide us in planning our next webinar. So thank you very much, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you in Drupa.
Yeah, thank you again very much, Amy and Eugenia. So looking forward to seeing you. And if you have any further questions or need support, please feel free to get in touch. It has been a pleasure joining you today, and we can't wait to see you all in Düsseldorf. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Sabine.